Hi, my name is Chris Johnson. I want to thank you for your interest in my programs. For the past 15 years, I've been fortunate enough to deliver my programs to schools all across the United States and Canada. I offer programs on topics such as drug awareness, leadership, responsibility, and many others. One thing to keep in mind when working with a high school audience is whether or not your speaker can truly captivate your teenage audience. I'm proud to say that by offering a mixture of magic, mind reading, humor, onstage volunteers, and audience interaction, that I will guarantee your audience will be riveted from the beginning of my presentation to the very end. In a moment, we're going to see footage from many of my live performances. Now, the lighting may be dim in some of these clips, but I feel there's no better way to get an idea of the kind of energy, the kind of enthusiasm and humor that I can bring to your school group than by seeing me in a live setting.
I am to be here today. You guys look like a great audience. We're going to have a great time. You guys ready for fun? All right. Now, we're going to have a ton of fun tonight, but the school did want me to talk to you guys about a few different issues. And before I get into that, as I look out in the audience, I see everybody looks different. I see some people who are taller, some people who are shorter, some people with long hair, some people with dark hair, different ethnic backgrounds. And all of you together kind of remind me of this. A Rubik's Cube. Now, why do you remind me of a Rubik's Cube? Well, it's very simple. Like you, there's only one person like you in the entire world. There are billions of different people in the world, not one person the same. And a Rubik's Cube, you can take everybody left. 775-0145. Give them all a great big round of applause. So, in real life, you're not going to have all of the answers to all of the questions in life. So here's what I'm going to do. If I was going to show you what card this is, you would be able to find a card just like it in a deck of cards, right? But I'm not going to show it to you. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this card face down on that chair, like this. Now, I would like you to sit right down on that card. Sit right down on that card. Okay? Good. Now, I also have a full deck of cards here. Now, the cards have been well mixed. They're all different. I think you guys can all see those. You can see, too, that all the cards are different. They've been well mixed. Okay? So, Jared, what I want you to do is I want you to hold up one of your hands. Okay. Now, I want you to take half the deck of cards and put it in your other hand. Very good. Now, don't do it yet, but in a moment, what I'm going to have you do is you're going to rely on your intuition, your instinct. You're going to throw one half of those cards over your head. It's going to either be the right hand or the left hand. It doesn't matter. When I count to 3 and snap my fingers, that's when you throw the cards. Either the right or the left, not both. Do you understand? Okay. Just right over your shoulder. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So he's gotten rid of half the deck of cards. Jared, what I want you to do is I want you to take that deck of cards in your hand, cut it in half, so you've got 2 more smaller half decks in your hand, okay? Good. Now when I count to 3 and snap my fingers, once again, you're going to throw one of those halves over your shoulder. It doesn't matter if it's the right hand or the left hand, just one though, okay? When I count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. You've only got a few cards left. Now, if I had shown you that big card, you would have known right away which one to go for, but you don't, so you're just going on your intuition. So now we've only got a few cards left. I want you to just touch the back of one of these cards. Go ahead. This one right here. Okay, I want to cut that one to the top. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to hold out your hand. Okay, take that card. I want you to stand up now. So there's 52 cards in a deck of cards. He did not look at any of the cards. He just threw them over his shoulder. He was guessing the entire time. But I want you to look at that card now. That is the Jack of Spades. Now stand to the right just a little tiny bit. Move over to the right. There you go. You've been sitting on this card the entire time. Show that Jack of Spades to the whole audience. Well, believe it or not, using his intuition, he also got Jack of spades. Give him a big round of applause, guys. Nice job, Jared. Have a seat, man. Have a seat. So that tells us that sometimes when you're in the position of being a leader, you're not going to have all of the information. You're going to have to make a decision and just use your instincts. So what that means is up to that point, learn all you can. Look what other people have done before you. Make sure you follow their example. That way, when you have to make a decision without all the answers, you can make the best decision possible. That was really good. Give Jared another big round of applause.
Okay, so this is, hold still. Okay, this is like multiple things, okay? First of all, I've got a thing here and a thing here, almost like eyes. But there's like a straight line down. And then down here it's like a rectangle with like little rectangles and sides. It's almost like a mouth, but it's like very rectangular. And then a line and a bunch of, so it's like teeth, okay? It's almost like teeth, but it's very rectangular. And then there's a nose, but it's a really weird nose. I mean, is this a duck for a nose? And give her a big round of applause. Thanks very much.
Involved and active, and I like how the magic is tied into the message. And I think the kids are really engaged. That's fun.
Oh, cool. Is this something you'd recommend to other people?
Definitely.
Okay, good. Wonderful.
Thoughts about today? I think one of the things I liked the most about your presentation was the step-by-step approach that you took involving the different aspects of leadership. Doing leadership workshops, I felt like I was listening to mini versions of each of the units that we try to teach in our summer leadership workshop. But of course it was done so creatively with your magic. Secondly, I am absolutely in awe of the magic and the tricks and the just the way you produce each of those items, and the way in which you involve students throughout the audience in the presentation. I think it keeps everybody kind of on their toes and very focused on what you're trying to do. And at the same time, I think you brought across the major point that you were trying to make, which is what you look for in a keynote speaker. Thank you.
We've had a variety of people come, and I definitely think that Cris was one of our best. He was funny, he was engaging, and extremely appropriate for kids in both grade 6 through grade 12. He kept everybody's attention and made everybody laugh.
Terrific. All right. Anything else you want to add or anything like that?
I would recommend that he comes to your school soon.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Well, there you have it. Live footage from live programs such as yours. I hope you can take note of the fact that people were smiling, people were laughing. It was very interactive. It was very fun. I also want to thank my clients who were gracious enough to give me live testimonials on camera. If you have any other questions, please contact me. My contact information is on the website, or if you received a physical promotional package, my contact information is in that material. My name is Cris Johnson. I look forward to speaking with you soon.